for the tag. UGS, I just got qualified as a UGS member just yesterday, so thank you for that. Rocking the tag just like we're rocking this winner's finals game against Hold the Phone.
We're in losers, baby.
Oh, we're in losers.
We're jumping in the lower bracket. We've got on one side Mr. Razor, the Bayonetta we saw previously. And he's going to be playing up against E2C I Seth, who dropped a little bit early. He dropped to Crad, as we mentioned earlier. On the other side of losers quarterfinal, this is going to be Crad, who just fell, as we saw to Fade.
Yep.
Going to be playing against Yellow Dot.
So, now, I know that Seth, in the past, obviously, played Yoshi. Very good, very solid Yoshi player from Chicago. But I know recently he has been playing Corrin. He's gotten his Corrin on. He's a pretty decent Corrin at that.
This is a button check.
Okay, this is a button check.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I really hope so. But has Seth played Yoshi today?
Yeah, he's played it quite a bit.
Okay.
He used it a lot in his pools. We saw Crad took 3-0 against Yoshi and Corrin. Both characters were used. I think Corrin was just for the game 3, which made it a little bit tricky here for Seth. He's in the losers bracket a little earlier than one might anticipate. Not PR this season, but Seth, of course, is very well respected in the Chicago area for his skill.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do believe this will be an official game 1 here in losers against Razor versus Seth. So I gotta be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Seth's Corrin. I've seen it once or twice, not that many times.
The reason he picked up Corrin actually was a response to playing against Tyray as much as he would end up, because he'd always be like the 4-5 seed at Ignition, where Tyray would be the #1, and so it'd be Yoshi versus Bayo, which is obviously a stomp when you have Tyray at the level he is.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
completely disrespect the lower middle tier, depending on who you ask, of Yoshi. Just kind of take the controller out of a Yoshi player's hand. So we've seen Corrin have some success versus Bayonetta at top level for players like Leo, players like Cosmos, Ryuga, have all used this character versus Bayo exceptionally well. It's one that can be very strong at punishing, again, those committal approach options like heel slide. And that actually almost was a tipper pin, which would have actually sent Bayonetta obliterated over to the right side. That kills so early.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
That down air sneaking past the platforms that just came in between both of them. Bat within, able to get back on the ground, but Seth was able to follow it up immediately. He's been having a little trouble early on with some pressure techniques, I'll call them, but it looks like he's getting a little bit back more on track right now.
And okay, looking for some kind of air dodge read. He's been looking for a lot of these reads instead of just going for like the safe confirmed stuff, which hasn't worked out great for him. But then as soon as I say that, of course, that up air just reaches all the way to the top. And that must have been really fresh or something, because that killed Bayonetta 100% after the hit.
Yeah, you know, Corrin does have this full rage right now. This is a very dangerous dragon we have right now. He's already able to rack up 33% onto Razor, and he's not done just yet.
Oh, and look at these just easy forward air combos. Some of like the most easy follow-ups in the book is just the fair that combos into itself from Corrin. It's the perfect trajectory to just combo for what feels like forever. But okay, Razor's tired of that. Gonna get this Corrin out of here. Send him out with a back air.
He just stuffed that dragon pin out of Corrin. Like it was just like nope. See you later.
But now Corrin is going to try to gain control of this final destination portion of the stage. He's using the dragon shot to space a bit, but here comes the heel slide. Let's see if he can sneak out. All right, good. DI down and in. I think knowing that the witch twist wasn't the option Razor was going to pick.
Both players playing relatively spacey right now. Hello! A smash attack out of nowhere almost gave Seth game 1. But instead,
good
Razor's
DI,
with him.
though, from Razor. He stayed alive by the seat of his pants.
I don't know how he did that either, because like I didn't expect it. You didn't expect that either, but somehow Razor was able to get that DI off. That's impressive reaction.
I think he knew he was going to get hit by something, and that he knew that the right DI would definitely be that direction, but not the option it was.
Getting obliterated, that dragon pin that time, hitting Razor, and Seth is going to go ahead and take game 1 with his Corrin.
It's good to see the Corrin show up. I think every time he's played this Corrin on stream, it hasn't gone his way.
Yeah.
Like he would always have to go default back to the Yoshi or something. So let's see if this Corrin could definitely show up. And like we mentioned, this Bayonetta matchup is the matchup he specifically picked up Corrin for. So this should be the one he knows the best.
Yeah, probably. That's exactly right. You probably know a lot more about Seth's Corrin at this point than I do. It's just, I always like to have this debate. Sometimes you pick up a counter pick just for one specific character, but if you're just completely not feeling it, do you still go with the counter pick, or do you default back to your regular main who doesn't have as good as an advantage as this character does, in this case Corrin and Yoshi, but right now that's not something Seth has to worry about, as he's doing pretty well against Razor's Bayonetta.
That's been the question that's been on everyone's mind basically since Smash 4 released. And of course, with Ultimate coming out, it'll also be incredibly relevant, is because there's going to be so many dang characters, and it almost feels like a waste of... I don't want to say it's a waste. I want to say, like, it feels like you could spend a lot of time learning a lot of different characters for different matchups as you choose, right? Yeah. Like, if you're a solo main in a game with, like, 80 characters, come on, man. There's so many characters to try out. There's got to be at least 3 that fit your mantra, especially if you're going to play squad strike mode, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how that all pans out, to see who mains who and what kind of pockets are had. It's going to be pretty much impossible to learn every specific type of matchup in that game.
A couple of really weird pin interactions here on the back end of this, but okay, just a weird trade will end up working out here for Seth. He does take stock 1 in game 2.
Oh, nice grab, immediately catching Razor out of his attempt to hurt Seth right away, timed it perfectly, and now Seth trying to play a little more spacey, knowing he's at a pretty high percentage.
And using the pin to mix up really well onto what Bayonetta is trying to punish. But okay, good pressure on the side platform from Razor, but again, his ladders have not been landing in this top part of bracket.
Yeah, that's the same problem, even though he was able to, it's the same thing we saw against, like, when he was going against Earl. He was not able to hit his ladders correctly, and that was one of the main reasons why Earl of M was able to pull out the victory.
And now even baiting the spat within again, getting great combos, great damage, dodging another witch time. This has been working out great for Seth.
Seth has been, a little bit of DDR right there, some dance moves being thrown out, some spot dodges, and that, I was just about to bring that up. He's been throwing out that reversal, trying to get a counter out of Razor, has not been landing, but if it does,
he's dead.
Boy!
He's super dead. Yup. Get out of here.
That is what I would like to call super dead.
No chance you're living through that one. That dragon bite from the standard B, if you charge it like 70% or so, not even 100%, that just has ridiculous knockback. And you see it flying all the way across town and city. No chance on Earth for Bayonetta to survive.
It's just so dangerous when you know you have to get close and personal to Corrin. You have to get close combat when Corrin has so many options from close up that can just take you out so easily. Got that dragon pin, reversal, that counter, and it's been working out very well for Seth so far.
But now Razor going to be striking first with just a couple of glancing blows here in game 3. Although as soon as I say they're glancing blows, it adds up to 60% because that's Bayonetta.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Yep. Oh, it was able to pick up an easy free pass to get back onto the stage, thanks to Corrin's up B.
Missed opportunity for Razor. The recovery of Corrin is one of her main weak points. It's very linear, very predictable. You can just drop down there, get a witch time started, get some kind of challenge. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what you challenge it with. That'll send Corrin spiked straight to the dirt. So,
yeah, absolutely. But you have to think at this point with Razor down 2-0, is he trying to play it too safe? Does he not want to really risk going off the edge of the stage at all? Does he just want to make sure he does as solid Bayo things as he possibly can without putting himself in too much danger? You're risking safety for possible opportunities to take stocks away.
Okay, just going for another forward smash here. I don't think any of these forward smashes have really been like the X factor that Seth has been hoping for, but at least threatening them is nice. And as soon as I mention it,
threaded the needle on that one. The long hitbox of that forward smash was able to kill Razor again, and Seth, all 3 games.
Just like how threatening it is from so far
away. Speaking of so far away, how about a dragon pin sending him all the way to the right side of the stage already? This has been a dominating performance. That witch time is okay.
That might have been a DI mix-up with the forward smash, too, just to make sure Seth was a little crossed up on which way he was holding the control stick.
Yeah, I like that. Pushing him away with that Bayonetta fabled strut forward smash. Probably DI'd it wrong, and that's going to be a stock. Taken away from Seth, but Seth's still living at a pretty good percentage right now.
And unless we get some of the classic Bayonetta specials here, which my commentary first game has been on point, but all right, not going to happen quite yet. Seth is still looking to seal up just a 3-0 and a handshake to move on to loser semis, but
hold
all right.
phone.
Suddenly, Razor evens this up.
Yeah, very quickly, about 70% coming on to Seth right now, and it's not stopping. In fact, Razor already has the lead percentage-wise. Let's see if he's able to pull out game 3.
Okay, going to poke right up here. Still not able to find these follow-up up airs on every single one of these.
Hey!
Oh, the witch time was weighted out from the word go. Seth was ready. And he even used down smash just in case Bayonetta drifted in one direction or the other across from her.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not a whole lot that could have been done there. Razor committed to that, which time Seth was able to call.